So Michaela's story of personal transformation is something that we can all relate to in a way. Yet for many of us, an equally powerful part of the summer was the 5 days we took out of our internships to come together as a cohort and do trainings. These sessions served multiple purposes: to learn about social innovation, to provide group support for on-the-job success, to brainstorm and plan for net impact events in the coming school year, and to kind of bond and build a friendship among ourselves. Our first training featured a crash course in social innovation and a discussion on the difference between systemic and direct change. That is, we don't just want to beat the odds, we want to change the odds. Put in the context of some of our host organizations, such as those focused on sustainable investing, this means that we don't just want sustainable investing to be successful at our host organizations in isolation, but rather we want to change the system and make sustainable investing more of the norm, rather than an add-on. We also learned about UC's mantra, managing up. For many of us, this has been our first experience in a professional position, and it's important for us to be accountable to produce the professional level work that our supervisors have come to expect of us. Going into the summer, we had some uncertainties about how to approach our supervisors, when to ask for help, and how to complete assignments when we don't have detailed instructions that we may be accustomed to in classes. Trainings have helped us learn to manage up and really take responsibility for ourselves as part of a professional team. But I think everyone's favorite part of the trainings has been our visits to host organizations. Not only do they allow us to see what our fellow interns have been up to at work, but they give us the opportunity to learn about the wide range of problems that our organizations face, as well as the market solutions that they're using to solve those problems. It's pretty neat when you can make the connection between an investing firm and a student-led recycling program. We visited Timberland's global headquarters, saw their company garden, learned about their CSR, that's corporate social responsibility initiatives, and found out about how they score their shoes and apparel on the Green Index. On the same day, we visited Aberdeen West, which is one of Rock USA's housing communities in Stratham, New Hampshire. And we heard firsthand from the residents about how being able to cooperatively purchase their land has really transformed their lives. Then we ate lunch at Blue Moon Evolution, which is the 4th restaurant certified local by the New Hampshire Farm to Restaurant Connection. And then at Poly Recovery, we learned about how recycling isn't inherently sustainable, and we got to check out their high-tech recycling equipment. You can see we're wearing our safety goggles in the middle picture. At Plan, we actually got to see the room all the way to the left. We got to see one of the storage rooms and learn about some of the decisions that go into whether a startup should register as a nonprofit or a for-profit organization. When we visited the UNH Foundation, we were able to make a personal connection to the people who are so involved in making decisions with our endowment and whom we hear so much about as they. And we were able to more thoroughly understand the factors that must be considered when pursuing sustainable investing. At Pax World Management, we learned about the work that is being done to find the most sustainable companies to invest in. These are just a few of the examples of our visits to host organizations and the things we learned. Seeing all of these companies in action really helps us to understand the framework of triple bottom line businesses and the diversity within the bigger picture of social innovation. And then finally, at the end of most training days, we came together and used inspiration gained from our internships, our days, and our visits to brainstorm and plan for net impact activities in the coming year. This included a vast amount of research on social innovation programs and net impact chapters at other universities. And we discussed what might be viable for us to bring to our own campus, and as well as what type of outreach will engage UNH students and the broader community. As a result of our brainstorming sessions and considering of events, outreach, and activities, we've developed an ambitious plan for how we plan to utilize our learnings during the school year. And now I'm going to pass it on to Jamie Hartford and Connor Strobel, who will elaborate more on that.